Hello everyone and welcome to another Mech Merlin stream. I know it's early, mainly because tonight I want to shoot the sunset. So, I normally start at 7:30 p.m. PDT, and by then, sunset would be happening fairly soon. So I'm like, might as well start the stream early. But welcome to everyone who saw the notification and joined in. I see a Detective DeVito, Helicopter Fluffy, Crosswind Crozier, and Mantis Toboggan. Thanks for joining in. Yeah, if this is your first time here, welcome to the weekly group buy news stream in which I talk about all mechanical keyboard group buys occurring for the following week. This specific episode covers anything tonight, May 7th, all the way till Saturday, May 13th. And as usual, I don't really get a chance to, catch every single group buy. So if there is a group buy that you think I missed, definitely notify me at the very end. To find out what I've already talked about, please execute the GB list command, which will lead you to a Google Forms doc, or actually not a Google Forms, a Google Doc that you can see all the things I talked about. You may notice that it is currently empty because I have not talked about anything, but do remind me to update it if you catch me slacking. Today, we have a sponsor. Our sponsor for this episode is Divinikey. If you guys have never heard of Divinikey before, they are down in California and they are known for their frequent restocks and really fast deliveries. In fact, pretty much everything I've bought in the last year came from Divinikey's, and more often than not, it's been keycaps, keysets, and the occasional keyboard. But yeah, definitely check them out. Divinikey. There we go. And yeah, I am partnered with them, so if you ever buy from them and you want to support this channel, kindly use discount code WIZARD and you will get a small percentage off, and I will get a small kickback as well. So yeah, without further ado, let's kick off the show. Let's talk about our very first ending group buy here. This one is a key set expiring on the 8th, so tomorrow. Heart and Water keycaps for one single kit. In this key set, $55. You get a full-size supporting keycap set covering most of the common layouts and of course split space bars as well. $55 for the whole kit. This one has a very fast ETA actually. As soon as the group buy ends, it will deliver to you in 2 weeks. Hopefully that's actually true. But here, let's look at a couple of these renders. Heart and Water Ducker. I've never heard of this. Nice. Looks like they don't have too many vendors. But yeah, $55. If these colors speak to you, you've got till tomorrow evening to make your purchase. So yeah, make sure you check it out. The next ending group buy is also a key set. This one ends on Tuesday on the 9th. Rutra Studio Stellar on Canon keys. You have a base kit for $99 that covers pretty much a full-size board with split spacebar support and common layouts in between. Sorry, it's $95, not $99. Then you've got novelties for $35, spacebar for $29, an aluminum keycap, Starry Night desk mat, and of course it also comes with two types of switches. You got the Blue Rose linear switch and the Nightfall tactile switch. $35 for $15.75. Yeah, let's take a look at a couple more of these renders over here. But yeah, when this first came out, I was a fairly big fan of it because I do like space themed sets and I do like blue themed boards as well. Look at that. Oh look, it's on a Zoom 75. That's nice. Looks like a pretty decent set. So yeah, if you guys wanted to join in on all of the keycaps for this key set, you're looking to spend about $234 and expected delivery time of this September. So not too long of a wait. Glad to see that. September 2023 is the expected shipping date. Yeah, this is, if you've never heard of the Rutra Studios keycaps before, these are PBT cherry profiles. They are double shots, 1.6mm thickness, and the artisan cap, of course, it's only for the escape row, and it is cherry profile. Yeah, check it out if you guys are interested. You have until Tuesday to make your purchase. Alright, next up is also a keycap set. I usually just start with keycaps and then I move into keyboards, but this one we have until the 11th, which is what, Thursday? No, Wednesday. Wednesday to make your purchase on this one. This one is Cherry Love Magic. Will end in 3 days. It's JKDK Love Magic, which is a cherry profile key set. You have two types, pink base plus novelties or dark base plus novelties. Let's see if I can get a better picture of that. That's the pink base. That's the dark base. There we go. I guess you could also mix it up as well. Oh no, wait, that's the alpha row 1 is light purple for the pink base, and also for the dark base it's also light purple. Interesting. There we go, that's the picture I was looking for. Yeah, Numbro is a different shade than the rest of it. Look at that. So $109, and with all the options there, you're looking to spend $119. This does have a shipping estimate of the 30th, which is at the end of this month. So another quick selling set. $119 to go all in. I actually think this looks pretty decent. Double shot cherry profile, yeah. Look at that, Love Magic. Oh wow, if it comes with this keycap tray, that's pretty spiffy. I like that. But yeah, check it out if you guys are interested. This guy expires on the 11th, which is this coming Wednesday, or in 3 days, as you guys can see from the stream. So as far as I know, these are the only 3 keycap sets that are expiring this week. I'd love to hear from the audience, but which of these 3 is your favorite? Once again, that's the Heart and Water keycaps, followed by Wutra Studio Stellar, and last but not the least, JKDK Love Magic. Which of these 3 is your favorite? Let me know in the chat. So Zay the Banana says, looks like a JTK Max tray. FitLab says, nice colors, but not my personal taste. Oh, I'm not really too curious about it. Helicopter's wallet safe. Stellar's the best and the only one I would personally consider. I'm in a keycap hiatus, says Biggie Lex, but I would totally grab Stellar. You know, I would agree with the 2 of you. Out of these 3 sets, Stellar does look the best to me, and also it's being sold through Canon Keys. Quite honestly, the other 2 vendors, I've heard of them, but I've never made a purchase from them before, so I'm not too sure. As many of you guys know, I am partnered with Canon Keys, so I do have a bias as to where I buy my things. But WS Stellar has my vote for this week. The Yattering says H&W, I guess, but none of them my cup of tea. I would agree. 95 is a good price. Yeah, like 95 for a full keyboard supporting set with split spacebar support as well. WS Stellar is my pick. And now let's move on to keyboards that are expiring this week. Alright. Now this keyboard caught me by surprise. I never expected them to have one like this. But this is the Finalkey V81 Plus, expiring tomorrow on the 9th. Oh, actually not tomorrow, on Tuesday the 9th. There you go, Finalkey V81 Plus for $130, available in 4 colors. You got white, black, navy, and red. And as you guys can see, this guy has a little OLED screen on the top right there. Very similar to the Zoom 75, if I might say so myself. They're $130, expiring on the 9th. Expected delivery of June 2023. Here, let's show you a couple more pictures and a couple specs. This is a 75% keyboard with blockers separating the arrow keys from the rest of the navigation, and it also separates it from the bottom row spacebar and modifier keys. Fairly decent looking board in my opinion. It is also supporting 3 modes of connection: wired, wireless, and Bluetooth. The screen is an LCD screen. Supports Type-C. It's a 3000 milliamp per hour lithium battery. IXPE PCB foam, Poron socket foam, Poron case foam. That's what the foam looks like. That's the plate. Plate has flex cuts as well. No QMK support. Probably just their own custom firmware. I'm very curious about the LCD screen actually. That's very nice looking. 75% layout, LCD screen, gasket mount structure, and more. But yeah, check it out if you guys are interested. This guy expiring on the 9th, 130 bucks, and estimated time of delivery June 2023. Go check it out if you guys have time. Next up, expiring two days later on the 11th. This is the Think 6.5 V3. This is a $385 board with an estimated time of delivery of November of this year. Quite a quick turnaround time, but this is what the board looks like. Typical 65% layout, I mean, with a blocker separating the arrow keys from the space bar and another blocker on the bottom right there. Has their usual colorways as well. Group buy starts April 25 till May 10th. Anodized case, hot swap PCB is $395. Electrophoresis case with solder PCB is $405. And then at its premium, most expensive is an electrophoresis case with hot swap PCB at 415 bucks. Yeah, the colorways are as usual: Quicksilver, Iceberg, Robocop, Darth Vader, all the usual stuff. Think 6.5 V3 is beauty and expecting it will sound and feel great based on my experience with the Space 65 and Space 80. Oh yeah, I bet. The color I would choose for this is most likely green. That's the royal green color. Royal green. But yeah, expected time of delivery November 2023. Let's see any other information here. Fulfillment starts fulfilling 6 months after group buy ends, so that does put us at the November timeframe. November-December timeframe. Solder and hot swap. Looks like when it comes to the hot swap, you can only change your caps lock key, either stepped caps lock or regular caps lock. But for solder, you have all of the usual support. And that's good. That is good. All right. Check it out if you guys are interested. Expires on the 11th. As far as I know, those are the only 2 keyboards that are expiring this week. Coffee is a nice color. Coffee is a nice color. Not often seen. Nice shade of purple too. I can never see the shade of purple, so I would never know. But here we go. Let's see. Where was it? If you wanted to join in and buy every single group buy item that I just talked about that's expiring this week, you guys are in luck, because to buy every single item, you only have to spend $923. Once again, that's everything from the Heart and Water keycaps all the way to the Think 6.5 that I just talked about. $923 for 1,000 bucks. Less than 1,000 bucks, you can say that you joined every single group buy this week. The Gathering says, have you seen the Join 65? I have not seen one in person. Bitlast says, cheap week so far. Yeah, this is a... I was expecting it to be a little bit more, considering we did have more than 3 items. Usually it takes 3 items to reach 1,000 bucks, but we had 5 items this week, and 2 of them being keyboards as well. But I guess both keyboards weren't all that expensive. So yeah, 923 bucks if you want to join all in this week. Let's talk about missed group buys. So these missed group buys will be stuff that I missed from the last episode that I discovered not through the audience group buy section, but throughout the course of this past week. So the first item that I missed is actually expiring next week, so we'll talk about it again next week. But this one is all the way on Canon keys. Here we go. This is the Type B, expiring on the 15th. Currently on Canon keys, $450. You have your choice between a black and a silver board, and of course PCB solder and hot swap. So yeah, let's take a look at some of these specs. 7-degree typing angle, integrated USB 2.0 hub, which in my opinion is one of the biggest reasons I would buy this board for, because I like boards with the USB hubs in it. It's got 2 brass weights, hot dog mount, 1.2 millimeter PCB, approximately 1.2 kilograms built. And there's a picture of the daughter board right there. Black polypropylene plate, FR4 plate. I've never had a polypropylene plate. Hopefully I'm pronouncing that correctly. Polypropylene. Solder PCB and dampening kit. Here, let's take a look at a few more of these. Look at that. I'm not a big HHKB fan, to be honest with you guys. Not that I haven't typed on it. In fact, I've typed on an HHKB a lot. It just, the layout never worked for me. So what I wish for this board is that it was the regular standard 60. Regular standard 60 would be great, but I would have probably bought this board by now if it was a regular standard 60. But yeah, this is a $460 board, and estimated time of delivery is Q4 2023, expiring in less than a week. No, actually, expiring in a little over a week on the 15th. So that would be Monday next week. Yep, Monday next week. So check it out if you guys are interested. Next up is a 40%. This one's all the way on KFA. But this is, oh, hold on. I keep forgetting to update. The Deadline Studio TPS 40 expiring on the 21st. Look at that. So a nice 40% with indicator LEDs, large bezels, and a rotary encoder on the top left right there. Check it out, guys. Yeah, you can have either staggered or ortholinear layout, depending on whatever you want right there. Now, I'm not a big 40s guys, but this is very attractive to me for some reason. These are all the different colorways available. Running till the 21st, the case is aluminum, brass, or PC. You can do the daisy or the Planck layout. Typing angle is 5 degrees. 1.2 millimeter PCB. PCB is hot swap. Oh, sorry, it's no RGB, but it's 1.2 millimeter. Via Bluetooth 5.0 and knob. The mount is tray and gasket. You can have, what is this? The fix ring. I don't know what the fix ring is. But lots of foams available as well. Oh, this really looks like DCS, which I talked about last week. The DCS keycap designer is actually here in Seattle, so I got to see it during the meetup yesterday. Yeah, in fact, if you guys clicked on that link I posted earlier, you guys can see samples of it. Yeah, here we go. There it is. If you guys are interested to see some of the keyboards I took photos of at the meetup last week or yesterday, sorry, make sure you click on that. You may notice that some of the colors are lacking, like it's not as contrasty, it's not as sharp. It's because I'm shooting it with a old vintage lens called the Industar 69. So yeah, things are a little bit not as pristine as a modern lens. Yeah, check it out if you guys are interested. So here, let's look at this a bit more. Yeah, I'd say this is probably one of the more attractive 40s that I've seen lately. It's attractive to me because it looks so unique. I like the idea of having indicator LEDs as well. I think that's really cool. A Bluetooth 5.0, nice. Very nice. CP the Brick, thank you, and thank you for subscribing with Prime. Subscribed for 10 months, dude. Thank you for all your support. Yeah, this is a $290 board, and they are expecting to ship to you, the customer, within 4 months of group buy delivery. So what? That's September, October timeframe. You know, September, October timeframe. So yeah, make sure you check it out before the 21st. In fact, we'll actually talk about this board again as we come to the week of the 21st, so you don't all forget. All right. Next board that I missed from last week. In fact, all I missed were boards from last week. And someone mentioned it earlier as well. See, Biggie Lex says, the TPS 40 makes me really wish I could use a 40 so nice. Have you tried using a 40? Like, it's actually doable. It just takes a while to get used to. When I'm not really doing anything that I'm like my job, you know, I don't like, I can use a 40 when I'm just chatting on Discord, but when I'm actually trying to get work done, I need to use like a 60 or like a 75%. Tico says, what are your recent favorite keys? If you look at some of my streams, some of my favorite keys are actually this guy right here. This is the Odin 75, and the week before I built the Zoom 75, and the week before that I built a Dolch 65. So in terms of recent boards that I've had the pleasure to use, those are 3 of my favorites. Let's see, Phil, are you making a video? Yeah, I'm still editing that, but life has just gotten quite busy lately. Yeah, check it out. Anyway, the last item that I want to talk about from the Mist Group Buy section is the Knife Lab Join 65 expiring on the 27th. There we go. This one's also on the KFA store, but standard 65 with a blocker separating the arrow keys from the spacebar and modifiers, with a badge on the top right, as you guys can see there. There. Let me remember to update the GB list command before I do anything else. There, take a look at it. It starts at 155, and depending on your options can go to 177. But yeah, let's look at a couple of these. Can come with stabs. 1.6mm PCB mount with shims included. Let's see, hotshot PCB is a standard kit with a 1.2mm PCB. Typing angle 7 degrees. The mount is plate gasket. And a couple other things here you guys can check out. Hey, let's look at a few more pictures here. There we go. That's what I want. An exploded view of how the keyboard all goes together. 155 bucks. And from the end of the group buy, it will take 4 months to get to you, the customer. So also not a very long wait. That hotshot PCB, case foam, shorting prevention sheet, and looks like a daughter board is down the middle as well. That's nice. Yeah. I think the thing that's interesting about this is that the side pieces can be removed. Like looking top down on the 65, it honestly looks like pretty much every other 65 out there, but the fact that you can change out the sides can give you a little bit more accent when it comes to the side profile. I wonder if you can get different colors for your sides, so you don't have to stick with the same color as the rest of your chassis. Helicopters, those are my favorite kind of bezels. There we go. It's a nice looking board, though I don't understand why it's called a Join 65. Join the sides. It's like I can make that logical leap, but at the same time, it's like, it's kind of weird to call it the Join 65. Yeah, it's a good looking board, but you know, this is what I envision a 65% to look like, you know. So it looks good based on that, but at the same time, I have so many 65s that look like this, right? So in terms of aesthetics, I'm not too sold, but I'd love to be able to see one during a meetup. See, Masterson says, running out of names these days. Yeah, I know. So yeah, those are the 3 keyboards that I missed from last week's show. So make sure you check it out. This guy expires on the 27th. We'll talk about it again the week that the 27th takes place. Let's see, 27th. Yeah, that's no, I won't be, because I'll be going to a Memorial Day barbecue. So, you know, maybe I'll do a Saturday stream that day. We'll see. We'll see. We shall see. Group buys can be very taxing for some people, that people don't like waiting even if it's only 4 months. But the good thing is our hobby has expanded enough that we finally have keyboards, keycaps, parts, you name it, that are in stock. I like to use stockstock.com for all of my in-stock needs, but of course I won't be talking about all of them. I'll just talk about a couple ones that were notable to me. The first one being DCS Solarized Dark. So Solarized Dark is one of my favorite key sets, mainly because I used the Solarized Dark IDE theme for my coding for my work. I'm showing you guys the Australian site simply because if you try to buy one from Dockeys, the base kit is already out of stock, so you're gonna have to buy it through these guys instead. DCS Solarized Dark. DCS is Signature Plastics' answer to the Cherry Profile. They are definitely thinner than Cherry Profile, but the sculpt is very similar. A lot of people have said that DCS sounds a little too tinny for them, a little too thin sounding, but your mileage may vary. Yeah, look at that. This base kit covers a full-size board with all the common layouts in between. No split spacebar support though. No split spacebar. Not too many are available anymore. All you have is the base, the white space set, which are spacebars, and the king-size spacebar for all of you W1AT owners. See, DCS spacebar profile on the 10U is crazy sharp. There we go. Really like DCS, so good. Not even extra V, yeah, not even extra V. Yeah, that is one set I would like to draw you guys' attention to, especially if you like Solarized Dark as much as me. In fact, my GMK Solarized Dark is on one of my favorite keyboards, my Volcano 660. It's probably never gonna come off of that board, simply because I matched the profile and the keyboard's color together. Right, next set is a key set that I found out of because someone in chat mentioned it to me, but Drop has a profile called DCX in which they have been recreating some of the classic color profiles, and one I've been looking at for the longest time, DCX Dolch. The reason being is I do have a Dolch 65 and it looks like my screen is not refreshing, so I guess I can show it off while it refreshes. I recently built my Dolch 65 right here, and as much as the beige key set looks good on it, I think this deserves a DCX Dolch or even a DCX Hyperfuse. Like, of course, I would much rather have a GMK Dolch or a GMK Hyperfuse, but you know, those prices are kind of expensive. I'd much rather save my money of sorts. And for $99, such as you guys can see here, and shipping within the United States within a week, I think it's a fairly good price. From all the reviews I've seen of DCX, people have been pretty happy, so why not? Always happy to try out new manufacturers. Check it out, check it out, check it out. They've got so many. If you don't like Dolch, you can choose DCX Jasmine. I actually saw Jasmine in person, and Jasmine looks beautiful. If you're more of the classic type, you've got the white on black and black on white. And see, there's another Hyperfuse set there. They're all 99 bucks. And Solarized Keycap set looks good too. It's not Solarized Dark, unfortunately. It's just regular Solarized. Boo-hoo. You've also got Ski Data, which is... I don't think I've seen an actual Ski Data set since 2016. You got Permafrost, DCX 9009, you got the Camillo keycap set, Violac, Cyber, another Mito set, Magnolia, Dust keycap. Dust keycap looks pretty good. Jack, no, I said that I had only heard from people online. I've never actually typed on, well, actually, I might have at some of the meetups. I know quite a few people who have them, but you know, you can go to a meetup and try keycaps, you can try switches, but usually meetups are held in like a noisy environment and everyone else is typing. So you can't necessarily get like the best feel or the best take on how a board is, right? Like the best way is to, if you can get integrated into your local keyboard community, some people are very willing to lend you a board, lend you some switches, lend you some keycaps just so you can try it out. Look at that. There's the DCX Keyman, Deep Space, and Sleeper. So yeah, lots of different DCX sets right there if you guys are interested. But the one that I have my eye on is DCX Dolch. So yeah, as far as I know, those are the only ones that caught my eye for the in-stock. And as usual, I probably didn't get everything that's starting or ending this week. So this is my invitation to all of you to send me a link if you think I missed something for this week. Here, let me issue the commands out right there. If you think I missed a keyboard keycap or anything keyboard related, send me a whisper, but definitely include a link so I know what you're talking about and I can show it to people. Send me some contacts so I don't need to read the whole group buy page. Start end dates and anything in particular you think I need to pay attention to. Well, it looks like no one else is sending me stuff, so I think it's a good time to end the stream. Thank you everyone for joining in for this impromptu earlier group buy news stream. Hope you guys enjoyed it. And yeah, thanks for humoring me and coming in early. For all of you just tuning in right now, I'm sorry, but we are ending already. But I guess lots of the East Coast folk are a little bit happier this time around. And I guess if you're outside the United States too. But yeah, thanks everyone for joining in. Hope you have a good start to your week. And I will see you this Wednesday for another keyboard build. All right, everyone. Have a good night. Catch you all later. Bye-bye.